Hi everybody. This is a video that is kind of like a preview of some things that I want to talk about that's upcoming. Like I said, I'm falling about maybe a day or two, actually about a week behind, but I hope to catch up real soon. This article here comes from the Associated Press on the Reno Wildfires there. So far that 20 homes has been destroyed there. And there's a picture of the fires going on, and the house is catching fire. And as you see here, more fires near the homes. The firefighters are fighting to to watch the fires as the winds. They say the winds are 82 miles an hour. So that's pretty fast winds. And you see more here. And the highways are closed off. See, look at this beautiful rainbow. You know, yeah. After such a devastating fires, you know, that burn down homes. You know how you get a scene like that, huh? My prayers go out to the families there that's lost their homes. And there's a lot more photos here. See, look at this fire behind the nice home. Wow, that's kind of scary. But I'll leave it. Leave the links here. So, and there's a home that didn't make it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next article, and I'm going to leave links so you can read and see everything, because there's a lot I need to cover. So this is gonna kind of get I don't know, I guess we would just say a little bit complicated, and so I'll try my best to explain what I need to talk about in future videos. I'm sure you've heard about the megaupload.com, where the United States was showing their authority and tried to shut down mega uploads in regards to content sharing, and you know, the big thing about massive copyright infringement and all this. To me, it sounds like that I thought that copyrights belong to individuals and not just the government alone. You know, I'm thinking, you know, if you created something your own, then it's yours to do with. Okay, it comes from your creativity, your thought, your invention, or whatever it is, and you, like, you know, it's up to you what you want to do with it. But copyright protects you against anyone, you know, using your idea, invention to make money. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's been trouble even on YouTube about other people using things like for teaching purposes, or to show or illustrate something in videos, but still they're tagged for copyright infringement. And it gets into the whole ball of wax about what the United States is doing, and with the NDAA. It all ties in together. But anyway, it says here that the hackers had retaliated back against the U.S. government for doing that. And so I just leave this story here for you to read. I know there's more behind it than this, but this is just my idea about what they're doing. Basically, it's all has to do with censorship, trying to censor us, and what we're trying to get out there and all. And so that's basically what it's all about. It's mainly about government control and censorship. So, okay, next. Okay, here's an article. There's going to be a lot of astronomical events going to happen this year, especially around somewhere between March and May. Are going to be some things up in the sky that will be happening. You know, as in eclipses, alignments, and with the sun and the moon and the stars and all that. But I have others I'll discuss in another video later. But this one that I had found in regards to a comet's death dive into the sun, seen in detail for the first time, was put out by Space.com. And as you see here, is where the comet does do a dive into the sun. And, well, anyway, I'm just going to leave the link to this. And it says that the comet had been spotted disintegrating in the atmosphere of the sun for the first time. Such sun-diving comets are common, but none have been seen surviving entry into the sun's atmosphere until now. And they could help reveal what comets are made of, and also uncover hidden properties of the sun's atmosphere, the researchers say. And the group of comets known as the Kurtz family, or Kurtz family, K-R-E-U-T-Z, regularly flies perilously close to the sun. And in the past 15 years, more than 1,400 of these dirty snowballs, as they call them, has been detected, likely originally from a giant parent comet about 20 to 10 kilometers wide that break apart as recently as 2,500 years ago. However, until now, none of the telescopes trained on the sun was sensitive enough to follow any of these comets to their demise in the sun atmosphere. So I'll leave a link and you can finish reading it, because I have some others that I need to summarize on. Okay, this one is like the Lord had directed me to something, and I felt that He was directing me back to something that had occurred well, about over a year ago, and it's still an ongoing thing. So it is still ongoing, and it is regards to what could happen in the Great Lakes in relation to the new Madrid fault line and the flooding that happened, you know, last year, and with the bird deaths that were happening in Beebe, Arkansas, and there was something else too. Let me see. Well, anyway, he directed me to the word caldera, and I kept hearing that word caldera. And you know, caldera is an opening to a volcano that had erupted, and then the caldera closed back. So this article that I have found, which was back in May of last year, which is titled HAARP Induced Floods, Precursor to the New Madrid Quake. Now, this distress thing that was coming up could involve, you know, several things. I mean, it could be HAARP induced, how they would create this earthquake, a deliberate flooding coming from the Lake Michigan, well, several things, but I'll need to discuss that in detail. But there's some things that I did find, because I need to discuss some more in detail in regards to the bird deaths in Arkansas, because there was mentioned a a new Madrid. Let's see, where was this? That was. Yeah, it was right here. The stunning evidence of a caldera volcano in the in Arkansas. Excuse me, and it said that there have been, a lot of recent fracking and shaking going on in the Arkansas, Oklahoma area. And this map here shows us the world's third largest watershed drainage basin, which covers over 41% of the United States. Okay, now you have here the Great Lakes up here, and here's Lake Michigan. This long thing, I guess you would call it. Well, I don't know what shape it is, but it's the long one that comes down between the two Michigans from the north and the, what you call that, the eastern part, and Wisconsin, and then down towards Indiana and Illinois. And you see all these rivers connect like a network, actually, that flows from the Gulf into, I'm sorry, I correct myself, that the Mississippi, the main Mississippi River, flows into the Gulf. Okay, so now this is up in the air right now, and so I don't know how this is going to go off. But in the last video that I made in regards to the enemy within, and about the prophecy video that I did recently, I'll make a link to this video, and so you can review that, or you haven't seen it. It's going to come about it probably in several ways. I don't know, because like I said, it's kind of like speculating on how it will happen. But if all these rivers are drained from the mainland here in the United States, this would create a devastating drought. It really would, if this was to drain out. I don't know how, if it would first flood. It would, the main area here along the Madrid and the Great Lakes would flood over, and then eventually dry up and dry up these rivers. Yeah, that would be very devastating for sure. But that's just my thought. I'm not a geologist, and but it was just, I just wanted to put that out there just in case that it probably will happen. It's just a matter of time when it will. I could just say that. And there was something else. Okay, this might be a part 2 because I didn't cover the others yet, but because this was a big subject I was needing to talk about the new Madrid, the Great Lakes and all. But this article was dated for today, so this one seems to have come out. And so there were 2 small earthquakes that rumbled in Lake County, Tennessee on Friday and Saturday, January the 13th and the 14th. It says the Friday quake registered a magnitude of 1.2 that occurred at 6:46 a.m. and was located 5 miles south to southeast of Ridgely, Tennessee. And I'm getting close, so I better meet you over on part 2. Hope to see you over there. Bye bye now.